differently in different cases. The colonel that I worked for, Colonel Lazichuk, is a very, very interesting man. And if he was to call me up today, I would go work for him again without hesitation. He put on a white cowboy hat and his flak jacket and drove up to the Serb checkpoint and asked to talk to the Serb commander. And when he went in to see the Serb commander, had all those people around and lots of guns, and everybody was very, very much armed. He was asked, "Why are you here?" And he said, "Oh, I'm new, and I just thought I'd come down and introduce myself and see if you knew any good places to go fishing." And it changed the whole tone. We weren't there to tell anybody what to do or anything like that. So we were the first contingent to actually go across this confrontation line. And it changed how people looked at us. We were very open. I went over to the Serb side many times and met Serbs on that side. I met Croats that were still living on that side and Bosnians that were still living on that side. The locals had a lot of respect for us because of what we were doing, and particularly the unit. We worked very hard at trying our second mission, the promotion of peace. And our first mission of support to humanitarian aid was very well accepted. We would negotiate long and hard, and like a month of negotiations, and time the release of trucks to make sure that aid was going to 3 communities and arrived all at the same time. So nobody got first. It was always, you favored them because they got theirs first or whatever. No, we spent a lot of time negotiating these things and making sure that the timing was right. And we also would not put in an observation post in a building or anything like that, or apply our protection to a building if there was any military associated with it whatsoever. They either moved the military out or we wouldn't have anything to do with it. And we treated them all the same. So the actual local population was very receptive to us in that. And the gypsies, we would try and make sure that they got some food and try and stop people from stealing it from them. There was a lot of civilians worked in our camp as cooks and barbers and general cleaning help and that, and they got to know people, and the word got out that it really didn't matter whether you were Serbian or Bosnian or Croat. In the eyes of us, there were people in need, and that, so people would wave at you. The kids would always ask for bonbons, and you'd throw candy to them. That was something that the UNCF drivers started. And it wasn't a good thing because the kids would run out in the street hoping to get candy, and of course they're right out in front of you, and that hitting the brakes and everything else. And then we weren't allowed to give candy, so then they took offense and they start throwing rocks at you.